Last time I did an Everly update, things were horrific, to put it lightly. They were horrific. You guys, the storm is past. I don't feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders right now, which I have felt for probably at least 6 to 8 weeks now. Whilst I'm not naive to the fact that that doesn't mean that the seizures are gone forever or anything like that, I just feel more peace that maybe we'll go back to one a month. Maybe we might go 2 months without one. I don't know. I just don't feel like I have to be on already all of the time for the first time in ages. Really quick recap if you missed my last update. I changed 3 different epilepsy meds in a 14-day time frame, and it really hit Everly quite hard. Watching her go through the side effects, and yeah, it was brutal. It was. She just didn't feel herself. She opted to lay down all of the time. She wasn't really chatting or walking, and then she sort of started to stop eating, which was a little bit nervy. She was also having extreme tummy pain. Extreme. We had an appointment with Peg Clinic earlier this week. This week, on Monday, she had speech, key worker, and physio. On Tuesday, she had a gastro Peg Clinic appointment. On Wednesday, I think we didn't have anything. Did we? I can't remember. We might have. On Thursday, she went for blood tests, and she also had an appointment with the complex care at RCH, their dietitian and speechy. So it's been a busy week to say the least. But the Peg Clinic wants us to see them next week when we go in for a neurology appointment, so we're going to do that so they can assess the Peg. So we're still not doing feed or anything through that. You want to know why she was having extreme tummy pain? I think I worked it out. It is the most typical reason, and when you're a medical mum, typical things that I would have thought of with my older 2 girls isn't really something I think about all that often now, unless it's obvious. We're conditioned and programmed to think of the worst case scenario or all of the medical reasons or disability reasons as to why things might be happening. Everly's been chewing her teats on her bottles, which I knew, and like you could see there was like the split was a little bit bigger, but I didn't think much of it until I really inspected them after we tried everything and she was still having tummy pain and I couldn't work out why. There's holes down the sides too. So when she was drinking her milk, it must have been like a fountain and she was drinking way too quickly, giving her tummy pain. And because she has hypertonia, she really struggles with her intestines and muscles and being able to move things. So bought new teats, tummy pain stopped. What a boring explanation. I love it. I hope that's the reason. We did try and reintroduce feed 2 days ago and she was showing signs of having a little bit of tummy pain again. So again, we're just going to wait and see if it's the Peg. If we rule out the Peg, then we can try other things, and then we need to see our paediatrician at RCH to see if maybe she's got some other tummy things going on and how we can help her with that. Eating Cheetos, noodles and hot dogs probably wouldn't be helping her scenario. She ate carrot for dinner last night. On purpose. I know. Take a minute. I know. I needed at least an hour. What? Anyway, back to the neurological side of things. So Everly had 3 seizures in 14 days, and then we got a 19-day break, and then she had 2 seizures within 6 days, and then we got, I think it was like a 13-day break, and then she had another seizure, and now we're on day 14 again. So it's slowing. It's not great, but it's slowing. By this point, the Fintepla increase will be well and truly in her system. And the steripental increase, we are 2 weeks today since we increased that. The first week was absolutely brutal. We were seeing she was starting to have behaviours again, like she was hitting and like pulling hair and stuff, which she hasn't done in ages since the zonisamide, and it's definitely her way of saying like, I am really uncomfortable, help me. Unfortunately, there's nothing I could do to help her. We just had to wait it out. She needed Panadol most days, if not multiple times a day. But for the last 2 days, thankfully, she hasn't needed Panadol at all. So we are on the up. She was running around, playing with her sisters last night, which she hasn't done for quite a while. And it's just, my mama heart just feels like it's going to burst. Although she was so bad last week and over the weekend, I sent the email to Complex Care on Monday saying, I'm seeing some pretty scary signs here. We're not at the point yet that I would panic and bring her in. But I am seeing some familiar signs of when she was over-sedated last time. It's only been 9 days, but I just thought I would let you know. Do you want any bloods or anything done ahead of our appointment in a week and a half? I can go and get them done beforehand. Also, what do I do if it gets worse? Of course, I sent that email Monday morning, and the team quickly got back to me, told me I should wean this med and up this med and what to do if she did get worse or was sleeping more. And then I got home from picking up the girls from school, and little Miss Everly had the best day. And Tuesday, she had the best day. And we went out and she got to play. We went out for lunch, and it tends to push me right to the brink of sanity and then bring it right back. Right to the brink of panic attack and then bring it right back. She just likes to make sure I'm paying attention, you know? I'm just so overjoyed to report like she's doing well. She's doing really well. And a few months ago, I think the video is pinned at the top of my page, I knew a storm was coming. I even rearranged my house. I knew that we were in for a really rocky few weeks, if not months. I could feel it. And for the first time since then, I feel like I am light and I can breathe. Having to choose between quality of life and medical intervention sometimes is really tricky. And having to wait it out just to see if it helps is really disheartening, and it really hurts. It does. With zonisamide, we waited it out for about a month and it didn't get better, and then it took months to get off that medicine. So it's all trial and error, I know that, but it's such a long time to be in limbo or be in this difficult situation. And when it's over and over and over again, it's not that you lose hope, it's just that it starts to distance and look further and further away from, like, are we ever going to get back to where we were? Are things going to improve? Like, and the good days, that's what we hold on to in the darkness. The special days that we get to go out when she is well and things are going well, and you've just got to hang on for dear life in the interim. For the first time in ages, Everly's doing well, which in turn means that I feel whole, because normally everything else in my life is doing okay and tracking along nicely, but Everly's not, and it just feels, I feel so torn. So to have everything sort of coming together, my health is great, my older girls are doing really well, it's so nice. And like, I know it's not going to last forever, and that might be a negative outlook to some people, but I don't want to be naive and be like, oh, this is it, we're going to be great forever, because you have a lot further to fall. But recognizing that and knowing, you know what, this is a good period and we need to hold on to it and be present and value it for everything it is, because the storms will come again, but not right now. Not right now. Anyway, it is my absolute pleasure to be bringing you a positive update, not something that is the same all of the time. And whilst there's still heaps of crap going on for Everly, she's happy and she's physically moving around again, and she's not miserable and crying or hurting she's happy. It's a beautiful sight to see. And I'll never, ever, ever take it for granted.